Today I'm going to be doing a what's in the bag. I'm going to show you what equipment I currently have in my bag and tell you a little bit about what I think of them. Hope you enjoy it. Let's start with the irons. I play the PXG 0311T. These are wonderful irons. I get a lot of questions about these. Everyone I play with is always asking me, are they worth the price to start with? And the first thing I always say is, I've had mine for 3.5 years and they're still in excellent condition, and that alone to me suggests that they are worth the price, because I would have had to have bought multiple sets of irons in that time, so they've already paid for themselves in that respect. I love them because they look like players' irons, play like players' irons, but still offer the forgiveness. So all the time I feel like I get a little bit of a miss hit coming into a green, and I think it's going to come up short in the bunker, and then it just gets on the green and rolls out to like 10 feet short of the flag. So that's excellent. I wouldn't say they're the longest irons out there. I'd say, they're long for players' irons, longer than blades. But if you're looking for distance, I wouldn't go certainly for the tour model in these, but I'm sure the more, game improvement irons are a bit longer. But I think they're great. In terms of specs, I play the Project X 6.0, very common shaft. Lots of people play these and I like them a lot. I think they're great. I've got weird specs, not like the standard PXG and the loft, so I'm going to put that here and show you that. That's just for helping me get the distances I want out of them, opposed to the distances you would get out of irons if you just buy them stock off the shelf. So that might be a good idea for people out there if you struggle getting the distances you want. Maybe go to your pro, go to a fitter, get the lofts put to somewhere that gives better gappings for you, because mine are quite weird, but it just helps me hit it a little bit shorter with the shorter irons and a little bit longer with the longer irons, just to keep a better gapping there. No good if your short irons go really far and your long irons don't go much further. Not much point in having them then. Next up, my driver. I have the TaylorMade M5 Tour. So this is about a year old. The model's a year old. I've had it for probably a year and a half then. This was like last year's model. I haven't tried the Sim, which is this year's model, but I'm probably not going to because I really like this one. I've got it, it's a 10.5 degree head set to about 9.5. And I've got the Hazardous Smoke shaft, which in a stiff flex. Wonderful driver, wonderful shaft. Feel like it's really low spinning. Just feels great, sounds great. Love it. I think it's a lot better than the year before's. I've got the weights set to low spin in one, and then draw with the heel weight here, just to help me close the face and square it up, hit straighter shots instead of that horrible right one that I hate. Great driver. Love this one. Freewood. This one's a bit of an oldie. The original, the first M2. So this is, must be 2000 and
Today, Junior?
2016, 17, something like that. Anyway, lovely 3-wood. Been playing it a long time. Just every time I think about replacing it, I just hit it too well. So I hold on to it. Got some lead tape in the heel just to give it the same feeling as the driver, so I can close it down, keep it straight. This is in 15 degrees, and I've got a Matrix Ozic X-Flex, 70 grams, just helps me really get like a lowish penetrating ball flight, because I really have no problem hitting fairway woods high when I want to. Love this club. If anyone's looking for buying a second-hand 3-wood or something out there, I would highly recommend the old M2 range. They'll probably be great value for money now. 5-wood. This is even older. The slider, TaylorMade slider. I've got it in 19 degrees set to 17 just to close that gap a little bit. This is a brilliant club. Just can't get rid of it. It's got that nice deep face that the slider had. I just feel really confident trying to get this out of a bad lie, either like a sat down lie in the fairway like a divot or something, or for getting it out of the rough, whether it's sat up or sat down. This is just brilliant. So just when I'm going for a par 5 in 2 but I've missed the fairway or something, I can trust this club fully. Same shaft as the M2, just the year that this head was from, opposed to that one, which was the year that one was from. The wedges, I have 3 wedges, 50, 54 and a 58 degree. These are all the TaylorMade high toes. I think these are brilliant. They have an interesting change in the shape from the low lofted to the high lofted. So they go from having this sort of normal head to this one where the toes much higher and bigger, like the name suggests, and the grooves go all the way up just to help you with opening up the club and getting more spin if you catch it higher off the toe, which is brilliant. I love these wedges. I think they look great, feel great. I would highly recommend them. I think just the design of these with the high toe is just brilliant. Some of the spinniest wedges I've ever hit as well, definitely. Onto the putter. Probably my favourite club in the bag, this. This is the Odyssey Black Series Tour Design number 2. This is, probably, I think it's 2011, this model. I haven't had it quite as long as that. I wasn't playing golf in 2011, but I've had this for probably 6-7 years, something like that. Beautiful putter, got an amazing milled face on there, so ball comes out beautifully. I just think it's one of the best looking putters I've ever seen, probably the best looking putters I've ever seen. They're really hard to come by, so I actually have 2 of these, a spare just in case anything happens to this one. If you're, they're hard to find, but they pop up every now and then on eBay and Golf Bidder. If you want one of these, I would definitely just keep an eye out on different sites. They're brilliant, really great. Thanks for watching my What's in the Bag. If you have any questions or want me to go into any more detail, let me know. I can make another video going into more detail if that's what people want to see. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed.